So today we're going to talk about Refereum and also a crypto review of Refereum. So let's get into it. What is Refereum? So Refereum is just a platform that allows game developers directly interact with their market. And their market is gamers and game influencers. So it takes out the middleman. So there's no need for a marketing middleman. So game developers can directly connect and interact with their end market. The benefits of this platform are gamers can earn rewards by playing video games or streaming video games, and then game developers can save on marketing costs and also control how their product gets into the market. Okay, so if you guys want a full report or full review, you can go on my website and download the PDF. But I'm going to go through the video pretty quickly. I'm going to go through this review pretty quickly. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the team. Okay, so let's start off with the founder. And the founder's name is Dylan Jones. He has a lot of experience in game design. He's worked on multiple projects such as Battle Group and War Commander. He also co-founded Game Nest, and he seems very involved in the gaming industry. Another guy, the CTO, his name is Alistair Doolin. He has over 15 years of experience in software development. He's been part of different game designs such as Battlestar Galactica, which is pretty impressive. He was also the CTO of Bain Games for 7 years until 2017, which is when I think he transitioned into Refereum. He appears very passionate about gaming. The next guy is called Nick Klingsmith, who's the tools developer. He also has over 12 years of experience. He's held very diverse positions in the gaming industry. He's been a programming teacher for different institutions and has taught also in different jobs that he has worked. He also worked for Zynga for a few years. It seems like a very solid guy. Then also there's Kate Williams, who's head of communications. She's currently the content editor at Google Play. That's pretty cool. She's worked with different prominent companies such as PC Power, IGN, PC Gamer, etc. So she's worked with some very high-profile clients. So I'm sure she's very comfortable with this position as head of communications. And then there's Mark, who's the engine developer. He's worked over 10 years as a programmer with companies such as Zynga and EA Sports, just to name a few. I'm going through this pretty quickly, but I mean the team is pretty impressive. It's very solid. These are all gamers who have worked in the gaming industry and seem very passionate about what they're trying to do. And then I'll just pick one more person. His name is Oleksiy, and he's an advisor. I cannot pronounce his last name, but he's the white hacker that helped recover millions of dollars last year during the it's called, I think, the multi-sig Ethereum hack. So I mean, this, in terms of security, I think they have that covered with this guy as an advisor. I think his company is actually doing it. I think, what's the name of his company again? I forget the name of his company, but I think he's helping them out with their security. But the team is very, very impressive. I gave the team a 10 out of 10. Okay, let's move on to the next topic, which is token metrics. For the ICO, they tried to raise 32 million. They were successful. Right now, their valuation is 12.3 million. My God, that's almost a third of the ICO valuation. So right now, if you buy Refereum, you'll be getting it way below half of the price, almost a third of its ICO price, which I think is a great deal. For if you look at everything else that they have going for them, the team, the idea, they have some pretty good backing. I also read some news recently about Refereum expanding into Asia. So I gave them a 9 out of 10 for token metrics. I think they have everything going for them in regards to that. Their daily volume is a little bit low, but Refereum is still not on any major exchanges. They're only on Robinhood, OKX, and Gate.io, which are not major exchanges. So yeah, there's something else I need to point out to potential investors. Now, Refereum is a great idea with a great team. They have a lot of pretty spectacular things going for them. But do they need tokens to make the idea work? And do they need the blockchain to make the idea work? I mean, it makes sense to connect the product maker to the end market directly without a marketing middleman, right? That makes sense. But do you need the blockchain to do that? And do you need tokens? Can you just use regular fiat to make this work? I don't know if if Refereum needs to be a cryptocurrency, but nonetheless, it can work as a cryptocurrency. And I think it can also work on the blockchain, even though it may not need to do that. So just to keep that in mind. So for token metrics, I'm giving them a 9 out of 10. The reason I'm giving them a 9 out of 10 is I think at $12 million, I think Refereum is a steal. Now, I did not give them a 10 out of 10 because I think their total supply is a little bit high. And also, we don't know how the current market situation, it's a bear market right now. We don't know how that's going to play out. So I gave them a 9 out of 10, but the token metrics are pretty good. Next, we have the next topic is progress and roadmap. I gave them a 10 out of 10 for progress. The reason I gave them a 10 out of 10 is because they have a working product in the market right now. You can go and test it out. You can go and try it out. I've taken a look at it. It works fine. I mean, it needs to be tweaked and more people need to actually start using the platform for real rather than just playing around and trying to get tokens. But it's a working product. It works great. I don't know a lot of crypto projects that have working products right now. So I gave them a 10 out of 10. Great. For market awareness, I gave them a 9 out of 10. Refereum has a lot of market awareness and hype. I'm surprised it's still valued at $12 million, to be honest. They have the highest number of Telegram group members that is available of any crypto project right now. I'm not sure how many of those Telegram members are actually legitimate, but I think it's still pretty high. And so that's it. I gave them a 9 out of 10 for market awareness. So for my final decision, what do I think after looking at all the different categories? I think Refereum is a steal. I think it's way undervalued, and I have bought some Refereum. Now, but on the downside, I don't know if Refereum actually needs tokens to function. That's the one thing that's still not clear. And do they need the blockchain to function? I don't think they necessarily need any of these two things, but it's a great idea. They have a very, very capable and solid team. The token metrics are great for a speculative market. If we're talking about a traditional market at $12 million at this point, it might be undervalued, but it's still fair because they're still starting off the ground. But we are in a speculative market, and in this speculative market of cryptocurrencies, they are way undervalued. I expect a bull market to come towards end of April, early May, and I think Refereum probably would make a very good run. But we'll see. I have bought some Refereum, and I think it's a good buy over the short term and also over the long term.